People say the gods speak through signs. Sometimes it's a rain or a thunder in the sky. But when Ara was born, in a quiet village surrounded by hills and rivers, the sign was in her eyes, bright green like fresh leaves after rain. The elders gathered that day. They prayed and burned sacred herbs. Her mother, Dayo, held her tight as the village priest looked at the baby. His hands shook. "This child," he said softly, "has the spirit of mighty power. Her life will not be ordinary." And he was right. Ara grew faster than the other children. By the time she was 8, she could carry a heavy bag of maize that even strong men found hard to lift. At 13, she could climb the tallest palm tree with her bare hands. But it wasn't just her strength. She had something special. When she walked, people stopped and stared. Some were amazed, others were afraid. Her eyes, those glowing eyes, looked like magic. The other children didn't play with her. They said she had a spirit inside her. Some even gossiped that she would bring bad luck. But her mother, Dayo, loved her deeply. And though Ara was strong like a lion, her heart was soft and kind. 5 years later, war came. One evening, people from the neighboring village came running. Their clothes were burnt. Some carried crying children. They told terrible stories, how a powerful band of warriors had attacked them without warning. The leaders of Ara's hometown gathered in the village square. Old Bale Adebayo, wise and strong, hit his staff on the ground. "We must prepare for battle. The enemy will come here next." Then a loud voice shouted from the crowd, "Let Ara fight." Everywhere went silent. They whispered, then heads began to nod. "She's no longer a child," said Okwe, the blacksmith. "She is strong. Allow her the opportunity to protect us." They sent for her and her mother. When they arrived, the chiefs told them their decision. Her mother cried, but Ara stood tall. "I was given this strength for a reason, so I will use it to protect our people." The first battle. It happened in the hills beyond farmlands. The grasses were tall, and the rocks looked like sleeping animals. Ara didn't wear armor, only red paint on her face and a spear made by Okwe. She met 10 warriors that day. She fought like a warrior and returned with all their weapons in her hand. She held the red clothes of their leader. From that day, enemies feared her. They gave her a name, the Green-Eyed One. After the victory in the hills, the enemies went quiet. But the leaders said, "When war goes silent, danger is near." Scott came back from the deep forest with dark news. The enemy warriors are hiding there, planning a surprise attack. Ara offered to lead a small group into the forest. The trees were tall and thick. The air smelled like wet leaves and fear. She moved like a cat, and her sword ready. Suddenly, arrows. 2 of her men fell, but Ara moved fast like the wind. She jumped, rolled, and fought with glowing eyes. By the time it ended, the enemy had scattered, not a scratch on her. 3 warriors from a nearby settlement met Ara beside the river that flowed like laughter. One of them said, "Let us fight together, and let Ara lead." The warriors knelt before her. She felt a fire in her heart. She raised her hand and said, "We are not fighting to destroy. We are fighting to protect our land, our people, and our future." They swore an oath. The river rushed louder, as if the gods had heard. The final war. It was early morning. The sky was red. The earth trembled. Ara stood at the front, her shield and spear ready. She turned to her warriors. "Today, we fight with honor. Let no fear enter your heart. The battle was like a storm. Drums beat like thunder. Spears flew. People shouted. Blood spilled. At sunset, she found the enemy leader and she defeated him. The war was over. The land rejoiced, but Ara did not dance. She sat quietly by the fire. Then old Bale Adebayo stood up. You have done what no man or woman has done. You saved us all. The crown is yours. But I'm a woman, Ara said. You are more than that. You are our king. So on the fateful day of the new moon, Ara was crowned. The drums sang. The people cheered. And from that day, peace lived in the land under the rule of the green-eyed queen. Hello, this is Jessica's Chronicles. Thank you for joining the journey of Ara, the fearless green-eyed warrior. If you enjoyed this story, please hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss the next series. Want to see how Ara ruled as queen and faces new challenges? Then comment below with Ara reign as queen.